Hello, today we're going to talk about two-way frequency tables. Alright, today with our two-way frequency tables, we're going to focus on marginal frequency. There's marginal and relative frequency. In this case, we're going to talk about marginal frequencies, which by the name, the margins. So you're looking at the totals here and here. And to find your marginal frequency, it's always an individual item over the total that it's asking for. All right, now these can be worded a little bit weird, so we're gonna go through it and I'm just gonna do a bunch of problems for you to see if you figure it out. All right, so the individual over the total. So if I say, so here are your totals. I'm actually gonna change the color of it so that you can see it. All the red are your totals. All right, this right here is the grand total of everybody's survey in this chart. There's a total of 45. Soccer, those for soccer, there's 26. Those for basketball, 19. There's 14 8th graders, 16 7th graders, and 15 6th graders. All right, so now if I said, I'm gonna keep it color coded for you. How many 6th graders chose basketball? All right, so how many 6th graders chose basketball? Or what percentage of 6th graders chose basketball? So I didn't ask of everybody that did basketball, I asked of the 6th graders. So let's do it up here. Say A. So 6th graders that picked basketball. All right, 6th graders that picked basketball. So total is all of the 6th graders over how many chose basketball? 5. There you go. Then you divide it. Let me get my calculator out, because I don't have all the answers here. So 33%. Oops, I don't want to use that one. Use blue. So 33% of all 6th graders chose basketball. All right, let's try another one. Stick with blue. Let's try 7th grade basketball. Of all the 7th graders, how many picked basketball? So all of my 7th graders, which is my total, and what percentage of them picked basketball? 4 over 16. That gives us 25%. So to get the percentage, you just divide 4 divided by 16, just like you would anything else. All right, let's try another one. We're just going all around here. Of everyone that chose basketball, how many were 8th graders? So of everybody that chose basketball, how many were 8th graders? So we're not going down the chart this way now. So now we want to know everybody that picked basketball. So there's 19 people that picked basketball. It's my new total. How many were 8th graders? So 8th graders, basketball, 10 over 19. Which gives us 53%. So 53% of everybody that chose to do basketball was 8th graders. And that's all you have to do. So let's do a couple more just to show you. All right, let's use the total now. And I know this is kind of going in a big old circle, but I'm try and keep these videos a little bit shorter. So let's say, how many people chose soccer? All right, what percentage of all students chose soccer? So, of all students, there's 45 altogether, 26 chose soccer. So you do 26 divided by 45, you get 58%. Oops. So this is all that picked soccer. All right? So when you say all the students, that's the grand total, that's the 45. It's not going to be 26 over one of these numbers. All right? So let's do E. Let's say all that picked basketball, or all were 8th graders. Of all the students, how many were 8th graders? What percentage was 8th graders? Sorry, I got to thinking. These are relative frequencies too. These are marginal and relative frequencies, but they're, I'll just erase that now. Just frequency table is all it is. So all the students, which is 45, over your 8th graders, which is 14. So 14 divided by 45 is 31%. And there you go. It's all about how you ask it and how about you read it. If you read it incorrectly, you could reverse it. All right, now we're gonna do our second one of our two-way table, and this one is boys and girls who chose their favorite shows, Lone Ranger, Sesame Street, or The Simpsons. All right, we have 4 examples to do. The first one we're gonna do is all children who picked Sesame Street. So, all children, that gives us 300, because it's our total, over the ones that pick Sesame Street. So Sesame Street, we had 110 pick it. So 110 divided by 300 gives us 36.7%. So when you divide it, you actually get 0.36666 forever. Just round it. You multiply it by 100 after that. All right. Our next one is, of all those that chose The Simpsons, what percentage are boys? So we had 90 total pick The Simpsons, and how many were boys? 20. So then you do 20 divided by 90, and you get 22%. That's it. You're just dividing. That's all you're doing. The hard part is setting it up correctly. You need to know what your total is, or your marginal out here, what your marginal ones are, or your total, and know what you're dividing it by afterwards. It's all about reading it correctly. So those that chose Lone Ranger that are girls, what percentage of those that chose Lone Rangers are girls? So 100 people chose Lone Ranger. 50 of those are girls. So that is 50% are girls. And then girls that pick Sesame Street. So the total number of girls, which is 200 in this survey, which is right there, how many of them picked Sesame Street? 80. So 80 over 200, and we divide that to get 40%. And there you go. It's all about reading it correctly, but that's how you do a two-way frequency table. You have all of your individual data, then you have your totals and your grand total. And depends on how it's asking is how you have to figure out. I hope this helped. Good luck.